In this video, we are going to look at converting between decimal degrees and what's called degree minute second notation. So we're going to look at how to go back and forth, and you are going to use a graphing calculator, so I'm going to show you on my calculator how it works. Obviously, keep in mind if your calculator is different from a TI-84 Plus, then these directions might be slightly different than what you would need to do, but they may help to get you on your way. So do keep in mind again that these directions are purely for the TI-84 Plus, as that's the calculator I have to work with. So degree minute second. The first thing that you always want to make sure is that your calculator is in degree mode. Once to do that, you need to pay attention to what the notation is. So the little degree symbol here stands for degree, so that's D. Then you get a little apostrophe, which is your minute, and you get the quotes, which is your second. Now, when we are dealing with, say, your graphing calculator, okay, so let's try and look at this. There's a couple places we have to go in order to find it. So, first and foremost, to find your degrees and your minutes on this calculator, we're going to use the angle. If you look very closely, you can see right here on this apps button in blue above it is the word angle. So what you're going to do is you are going to hit second angle, and you notice this very first one underneath it is a degree sign. The very second one is your minutes sign, and then if you look down here at the bottom, this would convert everything over to degree minutes second. So under your angle, those are the three things that we're going to use. Okay. Now notice the quote sign or the second sign wasn't there. On this calculator itself, if you look down here at the addition button, see they've got these little quotations right above it. These quotations are in green, which means in order to get it, says I have to use the alpha. So you would click the alpha, and then you would be able to click the plus sign. And when you do that, it inputs those quotation marks for you, or the second marks. Okay. Now, the biggest thing that you have to remember is that you must enter the value in first. Okay, so you must enter the value in first. The only way that I can explain this is through a couple examples, and so that's what I have for you. So here we want to convert the decimal degree to degree minute second notation, and we want to round to 2 decimal places. So essentially we're taking that degree minute second back into its degrees form so that you can see it as a decimal. So let's look at this first one. Okay, so let's get out the calculator here. Okay. So I have 19 degrees. So the first thing you need to do is you need to input your value. And then if you remember to get to degrees, again, we're going to come here to this angle part. So I'm going to hit second apps, opens my angle, and I want to use this first one right here because that is your degrees. So I'm going to hit enter, and notice I now have 19 degrees. So when you're entering these things into your calculator, you're going to make sure that it looks just like it does on your paper before you go any further. Now the next thing I have is 47 minutes. So then I'm going to just simply type 47. Again, I'm going to use this angle. So I'm going to hit second apps, and this time I'm going to come down to the second spot because right there is my minutes. So I'm going to arrow down to it, or you can click the number 2 button. And notice my minutes are now off to the side. And the last one I have is 23, and it's 23 seconds. So again, remember, seconds are over the plus sign. So you're going to hit the green alpha button here. You're going to come over to your plus and hit enter. Now take a second and look. I have 27 to the degree, 47 to the apostrophe, 23 to the quotation. That's what my calculator looks like. So I'm going to hit enter. And the directions said they only wanted you to round to 2 decimal places. So here I have 19.79 degrees. And that is literally what your answer is. 19.79 degrees. And that's it. You're done. Let's look at it again. Let me move this over here. Make sure you can see. Let me clear this out. Alright, so in this case, I just have 44 minutes and 10 seconds. So the other thing you have to remember is you must enter in all parts. This means if the part that you have was not listed, then it's a 0. So what we really have here is we have 0 degrees, 44 minutes, 10 seconds. And that's what we want to enter into our calculator here. So we're going to go ahead and do just that. So we're going to start with the 0. Move things over a little. So we're going to start with that 0. And then we're going to go to this angle, so we're going to go second apps. We want the degree sign, so we're going to hit enter. Now we want to do 44 minutes, so we're going to go second apps. We're going to come down to the second one and select it. And then we want 10 seconds. So here we're going to switch and use the plus sign, so alpha plus sign. It looks just like how I wanted it to look, so we're going to hit enter. And in this case, we still only want 2 decimal places, so we have 0.74 degrees. Let's go backwards. So in order to go backwards, essentially what we're going to do is you are going to type the decimal in as you see it, and you are then going to select that DMS. So here, what we're doing is you are going to type your decimal. You are then going to go to second. You are going to select the apps. And then you are going to select DMS. And that is going to allow you to convert back again. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that would look like. So we're going to enter in the decimal as it is. So we've got 67.113. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go second apps because I want to open my angle. And down here at number 4 is that DMS. So we're going to come down here to number 4 and hit enter. And notice it's putting the DMS right here in my calculator. Once you're done, you're going to hit enter one more time and it's going to give you degrees, minutes, and seconds. And so in this case, we want to round to the nearest second, so that would mean whole number. So when we're looking at this, what we end up having is we have 67 degrees, we have 6 minutes, and 47 seconds. And that's really all there is to it. It's just a lot of calculator work. So please make sure that you pay attention to your directions, and remember, you must enter in all of your parts. So if you have a 0 show up anywhere, you still enter that 0 in. Okay, make sure every part has been represented. So if you have any questions or feel like you need more examples, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.